S. No, they start dividing up your things. P. So you're the victim. S. I think they deserve it, that's always been the thinking. P. They deserve what? What are you saying? S. It's not victimhood. I understand the thinking. They invested a lot regarding the time with me, and now they're just getting what they deserve from the wreckage of now knowing. P. You're talking about business. S. No, people want something for having been disappointed. The time was an investment, something they were thinking would happen didn't. I owe them a debt for the time they spent. P. You're explaining not having friends. S. Yes. I don't care that you think I'm a pedophile. P. You think I am going to demand something for my investment. S. Yes. P. Okay, good. S. Are you finished with me? P. Not quite, I don't know what to tell them yet. S. Your children you mean? P. Yes. S. Tell them I'm a pedophile to keep the distance just like you did. I won't be here long, not forever. P. You'll have to die eventually. What about picking a different spot to work? S. You will be there also. I told you, the spot where I am is the last spot left. P. There has to be somewhere else. S. There isn't, I've tried different places thinking the same thing. Tell them I will have to die eventually, it will happen to us all. Is it because of my confidence? The insistence. P. Yes. If you were. S. Playing into the part a little better. P. If you were not there. S. What? P. We wouldn't have to think about it. S. How did you find out? P. Someone told me. Showed me your picture on the internet. S. That's not my fault. P. But we know that you did it, we have to be reminded that it exists whenever you are near. S. That I exist. P. That you exist as someone who did it, committed crimes against children. There you are, right across the street from my daughters, dressed up in swimsuits. Selling your tour to strangers, families. S. If I was less confident I would be somehow less threatening. If I was begging maybe. P. It seems to me just one step better, yes. S. Because my confidence belies the capacity to do it again. P. To do anything you wanted. You have a psychopath's disposition of yourself, you should be ashamed and you act like you are better than everyone else. S. Progress isn't possible. P. Not with things like pornography, pedophilia. S. Pornography for us isn't evil by intent, it's useful information. P. For pedophiles that want to learn about children. S. A. Do you want me to explain it to you? P. How would that change anything? S. Generally it wouldn't. P. You have 2 felonies, both indecent liberties with a minor. S. That was the charges. P. But not what you did, is that it? S. Not what I did, not what anyone accused me of. P. But you did something, what was it, or are you saying you are completely innocent? S. Yes, I did something, but only what they accused me of after having done it. P. I looked up the charges, inducement, petting, what did you get some young girls to give you hand jobs? It happened twice, you have 2 convictions. S. It was 2 girls, yes. I exposed my penis, I was masturbating to magazines as I drove around. P. Involving everyone else in your self-boredom and sick fantasies. S. Yes, that was it. I was guilty of everything regarding it. P. Did you talk to them, say anything? S. Yes, I said look at this and drove away. P. I see. You think you were charged with the wrong criminal offense, something you didn't commit. Is that it? Your confidence, like some kind of martyr, smile. S. Look, I made my mistakes early, that was stupid and out of context, maybe purposefully even, I'm not sure. I don't own a car anymore. P. Is that part of the requirements of your registration? S. No. P. A personal decision, so you won't be tempted to do it again. As long as you don't have a car, you're a safe person. S. I guess. I got bored with driving first, owning a car, then yes that. P. So you would do it again? S. I haven't, if that's what you're going to ask. To be truthful, I've grown tired of the humans. P. That sounds like something I was expecting you to say. S. That should make you feel better, not worse. I'm not here for you. P. You're here for my children. S. The people you say you see me talk to, many come back to thank me for the recommendation. High fives. I don't do any hugging. Do you understand? P. Like penance. You're glad to be doing something good for a change. S. Something like that. I'm not saying I like it, the interaction, but no one feels threatened, shortened by the experience. P. So they found you guilty of a crime you said you didn't commit, that no one even accused you of. How does that happen? S. I pled guilty. P. I see. So what, you could spare the embarrassment of a trial? S. Yes, and I don't do two-part questions. P. Didn't your attorney warn you of the consequence? S. Yes. Nothing can prepare you for that kind of experience. P. So you feel stronger for it? S. It's not what you think. I don't think I'm stronger, I'm just different than I would be. Where nothing existed, nothing happened. I suppose that's true in one way and not the other. P. So your confidence is knowing you did nothing wrong, but you didn't really save yourself any embarrassment. S. I thought you were joking. I didn't not do anything. I think though your concern for your daughters, that part is finished. I understand the concern. If there is anything else I can do, let me know. P. My concern for my daughters okay. S. Did you still want to stay? Your husband or daughters could walk in here. I don't want a scene. I don't like explaining things. P. Yourself. Sir, it's been hard. S. So what about you? You got a degree, you're a sports therapist. P. Sports psychologist. I studied a few things in college, got my degree. We're a Christian family, so that is part of what I do. S. You like to help people, that's what you were doing with me. Helping your daughters, clearing the air some one way or the other. P. Yes, I can't explain it, but I've always wanted to help you. S. Laugh, I get that sometimes. P. You think it's funny, but maybe people have something to offer, just like you do when you approach tourists on the street. S. I know, it's like that in a way, but we're good at what we do. Some of us are the best in the world in our category. Beyond critique. We are not trying to convince anyone though of anything. P. Like Jesus you mean? S. Jesus experienced greatness, but yes, not in the way you mean. Agreeing with the content for me is different than agreeing with the meanings. P. So you agree that Jesus died to save you from your sins? S. I thought it was for my sins. P. Yes, you agree then. You consider yourself a Christian. Is that your confidence? S. I haven't really thought of it that way in terms of my confidence, but yes, I think I could say I am who I am because of him. I'm not sure if that agreement means your work is finished. It's been good talking. P. I am a grown woman. I told my husband I would confront you one day. S. P. So you go to church? Which one? S. Church. No, there is only so much forgiveness to go around, even with your Christians. P. Someone shunned you, threw you out? S. No, I left voluntarily, that was the last straw. My behavior, it wasn't what turned the balance. P. You were never married. S. Of course not. P. Because of the thing, your record. S. I have to say I'm sure I would have without it, in a way, laugh, I view it now like a rosary, a little bit like garlic. P. Interesting. People stayed away and it hurt you, now you're glad you're still alone. Will die alone maybe. S. Die alone. Yes, that was part of it I'm thinking. P. And the smoking. S. Same thing but different. I enjoy it. P. And you're not embarrassed. Walking alone, working alone, eating alone, never seen with anyone but yourself. S. You make it sound sad but it's just your own perspective of me. It's not my experience. P. And at some point you just stopped trying, you're obviously intelligent, seem to have a stable intellect. You could be something different than a street salesman if you applied yourself to something. Maybe write a book. S. Yes, that's what I am doing. I'm not sure if I will publish, I'm not sure it would mean anything to anyone else. P. Why not apply yourself to something more practical? You could explain your situation like you explained it to me. S. Explain my situation. This is more of a description than a dialogue, a critique. Computers do the screening. It's not really about people explaining things. The computers look for analytical descriptions, felonies, crime registries, a human resource officer, it's just a liability. P. So do something yourself, start your own tour, your own business. S. Yes, people, descriptions, it all ends up meaning the same thing. P. No one cares if you have nothing to offer. S. No one can take anything. P. That's why you have no friends. S. Yes. It's not a sentimental decision for me. You experience those emotions, those things, but for me those sensations are signaling for an awareness of something. Something hidden, something unseen to the mind or intellect. Once you experience it commonly, in multiple contexts the same thing, the signaling becomes part of the intellect, the overarching structure regarding the hierarchy of understanding, interpreting our experience. I don't think I would have ever seen it, been willing to notice. P. Notice what? S. The difference. P. You're talking about you being tired of the quote, humans. S. Yes. I had to make it an experience, I suppose, to have it done with, get past the sentimentality of just life itself with no potential. As something unique, as something in the framing. P. My name is Anna. S. I like it, I'm Shane. P. I know your name. S. I would imagine. I don't mean to keep you here. You look at me like an unfinished project. Something imagined, and now it's something different. I don't want you to walk away disappointed. P. I wouldn't, I won't. P. Did you answer my question about church? S. About church, yes. You promise them heaven, we give them the experience. P. Laugh, that's a good slogan. S. Thanks. I don't want to make much of it, as you and me even, it's just a difference in opinion. P. Oh, you meant we as in me promise heaven. And you are doing something different. S. It's not a contest, that's what I meant. How would people know what to look for if there wasn't someone making promises?